lack of morbid obesity that can be observed in the new prototype is just one of many exciting new updates since the previous model. We're going to get into all of that and more. But first things first, let's shoot the shit, and if you have any questions, please save them until after the shooting.
So if you're sitting there wondering what the actual fuck you just watched, it's called art. You know, art. Perhaps you've heard of it. Obviously, the reason it's so stupid, it doesn't make any sense, is because it's art! You idiot! So to deal with this super wide runway and overcrowded risers, I redesigned the runway, completely remodeled, got rid of a bunch of redundant parts, and then for the risers, I removed the tuning boxes, and I went with my most primitive tuning arrangement, which is where you basically just have a chain of ports. This is the old style sled. It's basically just a flat band that spans across, tabs that stick out the sides so that you can tie knots to it. The new style is more narrow, more robust, and the drawstring is integrated into the sled. This is a new experimental version of that sled, which I was skeptical of its ability to withstand the forces acting on it, but it already survived a 50-pound weight test without showing any signs of stress. But what's most impressive about this sled, I think, is how thin it is. I also prefer to have a center singular latch point position behind the bolt instead of having to have two latch points with two claws that are protruding past the knob on either side. I think this is easier to engineer. And most limb springs are a much taller profile than this. I can't say for certain what the reason for that is, but I suspect it's for structural stability, because most cam designs have a draw cam on the top and a cable cam underneath, and that creates an offset force. And to mitigate that force, you need tall limb springs so that you can have tall axles to prevent axial tilt. So this model has such a cam arrangement, and because it's not overly well engineered, you can visually see the effect of the axial tilt. This is an even more extreme example of that. Plus, we also have the added disadvantage of having axles that are too skinny. So the reason I didn't go with tall limbs on this one is because this time I really don't have to. I have a perfectly twinned system. Twin risers, twin cable cams, twin cables, fucking perfectly in line. This thing is so twinned that your triplets ain't even got shit on these twins, like. And so which is better? Is it better to have tall limbs with less pulleys, less cables? Or is it better to have, Not necessarily shorter limbs, but just perfect symmetry. I think perfect symmetry is paramount. So in order to fully 3D print a design like this, you need to know FDM design theory. This rare, complex knowledge can only be found in one place. And that place is your next prototyping adventure. Subscribe to the channel. Who knows, maybe I'll get enough subscribers at some point that I'll decide it's worth my while to finally make this tutorial. And that's not for reasons of, like it just doesn't make a lot of sense to explain such a complex thing to such a small group of people.